these are the new additions. The darker colored one, the pearl guinea, that's the male that I've had for forever. I've had guineas like 6 years, but 2 years ago all of them got killed by a fox except for him. So last year I looked for some guinea hens and I could not find any, but this year I did finally. I found somebody that was selling full-size guineas, and so I bought 4 hens. I got 2 white ones, and then there's one of the lavender, and then hiding in there with that other hen is a lavender. I just put them in here yesterday afternoon, so they're still really skittish. But I did, yesterday evening when I came out to check on everybody, there were already 3 guinea eggs in here, so they're still laying, which I'm kind of surprised about. But with having the male pearl and then 2 lavender female and 2 white female, I should get a good combination of colors. I'm also planning on, I still have broody hens, so those 3 eggs I'm keeping, and hopefully today they'll get 2 or 3 more. In a few days I'm going to give them to a broody hen, because I would like to get some more hens that are not related to this male, and then that way I won't have any inbreeding for a while, because any eggs that they lay within a week or 2 will not be from him. That wet spot, I had them extra water at this end because this is where they wanted to go, was down at this end last night, so I put a big thing of water there and they've dumped it. I also have shut their little door so that the chickens can't go out. I'm going to leave them in here for probably 5 or 6 days, just to make sure that they're comfortable in here and that they realize that this is where they're going to come in to roost, because I don't want them to go out and then fly away. They're too expensive for that to happen. But all the chickens seem to be okay with them. I thought there might be some fighting going on, but they're all okay. This poor old guy, I don't think I've ever showed him. He is my oldest rooster. He has crippled feet. He hasn't had any tail feathers for probably 4 years. He molted 1 year and they never grew back. See, he has crippled feet. But he is a sweet little guy. And I keep him in here, and I keep Owl. This is Owl's coop too. I mean, the door is open all the time so that they can go out with the other chickens. But these are the 2 roosters that always come back to this coop. And Owl does not bother him. They get along okay. So I don't have to worry about them fighting. I've decided that since there aren't very many chickens in here, I didn't realize that there wasn't that many chickens living in this one. This is by far my biggest coop. It doesn't look that big on camera, but it's a really big coop. And so I didn't realize that only so few chickens were living in here. Since Poe is completely trustworthy with the chickens to be able to guard them, I haven't shut that door over there in the evening in probably 4 years. So I didn't realize that only my oldest chickens were living in here. I knew I wasn't getting any eggs, so I assumed that they, it was just the older chickens. But I didn't realize how few older chickens I had. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 8, maybe 8 to 10 hens in here, plus now the 4 guineas. And then I got the 2 roosters. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move some of the older chicks from the electric netting. Some of them are like 3 months old. So I want them to be used to a place to where they'll come in to lay their eggs when they start laying. So I think I'm going to move a few of them, not a whole bunch, but a few of the older ones. I'm going to go ahead and move them in here since I have to leave this door shut anyway. And then that way they'll get used to this coop. And then I won't have to shut it again. Although I will have to shut it again when I move more, but for right now. I'll probably move 5 or 6 of the ones in here. Just the ones that I think are hens. The ones that I think are roosters, I'm going to leave out in the electric netting. I'm going to pick out some of the bigger chicks, and I'm going to move them into that coop with those others. Probably only be 5, 6, probably at least less than 10, I'd say. I might take some of the hens that were the broody hens. I might take them back to put in their coop too. So I ended up adding 4, those 4 white ones in here. It was too hot to chase them around. You can tell that they're really hot. I didn't want to stress them out too much, so I only picked 4. I was going for the 4 biggest ones, but then I accidentally caught that one, so I kept her. I'm pretty sure it's a hen. I'm pretty sure all of these that I brought in are hens. They're very wore out and they're tired. Hopefully they'll see where the water is and get them a drink. But I'm gonna leave them in here until I let the guineas out, and then they should be okay. If you're wondering if we still have Sanji, we do. We're not really actively looking for a home for him. He's kind of fits in. The other cats have kind of accepted him. They still get in their little tiffs over the food bowl. But for the most part, they get along great. If we are going to keep him, though, we're going to have to get him fixed, because I do not want him spraying everywhere. But he's kind of friendly to a fault. Every day I tell him he's going to be the death of me, because he gets right under my feet. And he's tripped me so many times. The other cats aren't like that. The other cats, they will kind of come every once in a while and they'll jump up on something if they want petted. But he has to go right around your feet. And he doesn't care if you're walking or carrying something. If he sees you, he's got to be right by your feet.